Take flight and soar. Embracing a world of possibilities. Imagine a world where gravity is no longer a limitation. Picture humans soaring through the air, not in airplanes or rockets, but with their own bodies. What if we, like birds, could take flight at will? This is not a scene from a science fiction movie, but a tantalizing possibility that sparks our imagination. This is the dawn of a new era, a world where the sky is no longer the limit, but our playground. This essay explores the awe-inspiring potential of human flight. We'll delve into the physiological adaptations necessary for such a feat. Imagine the transformation of our cities, our daily routines, and our very understanding of what it means to be human. We'll explore the societal and environmental impacts of this newfound freedom. And finally, we'll ponder the delicate balance between the boundless opportunities and the unique challenges that arise when humans take to the skies. Join me as we embark on this exhilarating journey, soaring through the possibilities of a world where humans can fly. Let your imagination take flight and explore the limitless potential of this extraordinary concept. Fasten your seatbelts, or rather, prepare your wings, as we venture into a world where the sky is no longer the limit, but the beginning. Wings of change. The physiological marvel of human flight. For humans to achieve flight, our bodies would require significant adaptations. Our bone density would need to decrease, becoming hollow like a bird's, yet incredibly strong. Our muscles, particularly in our chest and arms, would need to become much more powerful to generate the force necessary for liftoff and propulsion. Our respiratory system would have to adapt to process oxygen more efficiently at higher altitudes. Wings, the most obvious requirement for flight, would sprout, likely evolving from our arms. These wings, covered in feathers or a similar lightweight material, would need to be enormous, with a wingspan exceeding that of even the largest birds, to support our weight. Our nervous system would need to evolve, allowing for enhanced spatial awareness and coordination for mid-air maneuvering. We'd develop a keen sense of air currents and thermals, much like birds of prey. These physiological changes are significant, but nature has proven time and again that life finds a way. Evolution could favor those with mutations that allow for better flight, leading to the gradual development of a species capable of soaring through the skies. Imagine the freedom and the exhilaration of experiencing the world from a completely different perspective. Cities in the clouds. Urban landscapes transformed. In a world where humans can fly, our cities would no longer be tethered to the ground. Skyscrapers would pierce the clouds, connected by sky bridges and aerial walkways. Homes would be built on different levels, accessible by flight paths rather than roads. Traffic congestion would become a distant memory as people navigate the skies with ease. Public transportation would take on a whole new meaning, with aerial trams and personal flying vehicles replacing buses and trains. Delivery services would transform, with drones and flying couriers zipping through the air. Imagine ordering food and having it delivered directly to your balcony, hundreds of feet in the air. Urban planning would prioritize vertical space, with buildings designed to accommodate takeoff and landing zones. Parks and green spaces would be interspersed throughout the city, providing a welcome respite from the bustling aerial traffic. The cityscape would become a mesmerizing tapestry of architectural wonders, connected by a network of aerial pathways. The sky's the limit, reshaping daily life with flight. The ability to fly would revolutionize our daily routines. Commutes would become exhilarating flights across the city, offering breathtaking views and a sense of freedom. Meeting friends for coffee would involve soaring to a rooftop cafe, enjoying panoramic vistas along the way. Weekend getaways could include spontaneous trips to distant islands or mountain retreats, all accessible within hours. Sports would reach new heights, literally, with aerial variations of basketball, soccer, and even dance captivating audiences. Imagine watching athletes soar through the air, defying gravity with their every move. Construction would become a symphony of coordinated flight, with workers effortlessly transporting materials and assembling structures from dizzying heights. The mundane tasks of grocery shopping or running errands would transform into enjoyable aerial excursions. Imagine swooping down to a floating market, selecting fresh produce, and then soaring back home, all within minutes. The ability to fly would inject a sense of adventure and wonder into even the most ordinary activities. A cultural paradigm shift, from grounded to airborne. The ability to fly would have a profound impact on our culture. Art, literature, and music would reflect this newfound freedom, with artists drawing inspiration from the boundless sky and the exhilaration of flight. Fashion would adapt, with clothing designed for both style and aerodynamic efficiency. Imagine flowing garments that billow in the wind as people soar through the air. Our understanding of personal space would evolve, as would social etiquette for navigating crowded airspaces. New laws and regulations would be necessary to ensure the safety and order of air traffic. Imagine air traffic controllers guiding flocks of people, ensuring smooth and efficient movement through the skies. Our concept of borders and national boundaries would be challenged as people could easily fly across them. International travel would become more accessible, fostering cultural exchange and understanding. Imagine a world where people from different countries could meet and interact with ease, soaring above the political and geographical divisions that once separated them. Taking flight, taking care, the environmental impact. The widespread adoption of human flight would undoubtedly have environmental consequences. The construction of aerial infrastructure and the energy required for sustained flight could contribute to pollution and resource depletion. It is crucial to develop sustainable technologies and practices to mitigate these impacts. Noise pollution would be another concern, as the constant hum of wings and flying vehicles could disrupt wildlife and impact human health. Careful urban planning and noise-reducing technologies would be essential to minimize these effects. However, human flight could also offer environmental benefits. For instance, reduced reliance on ground transportation could alleviate traffic congestion and lower carbon emissions. Aerial monitoring and data collection could facilitate environmental conservation efforts, allowing scientists to track wildlife populations, monitor deforestation, and assess the health of ecosystems from a unique vantage point. The key lies in harnessing the power of flight responsibly. The human psyche takes flight, psychological adaptations. The psychological impact of human flight would be profound. The experience of soaring through the air, feeling the wind beneath our wings, would be exhilarating and liberating. It could foster a sense of interconnectedness with nature and a heightened awareness of our place in the universe. However, it could also lead to new anxieties and phobias. The fear of heights or acrophobia could become more prevalent, as could the fear of falling or basophobia. People would need to adapt to the psychological challenges of navigating a three-dimensional world, developing a keen sense of spatial awareness and balance. The psychological benefits and challenges of human flight would be intertwined, requiring a shift in our understanding of mental well-being. Imagine the thrill of a sunrise flight, the tranquility of soaring above the clouds, or the awe-inspiring view of the Earth from above. These experiences could foster a sense of wonder and inspire new forms of art, music, and literature. The human psyche, adaptable and resilient, would undoubtedly evolve alongside our physical capabilities, shaping our perception of the world and ourselves. The price of freedom, navigating the challenges of an airborne society. While the prospect of human flight is exhilarating, it also presents significant challenges. Developing safe and reliable methods for mass human flight would be a monumental task, requiring technological advancements and stringent safety regulations. The risk of accidents and collisions would be a constant concern, necessitating advanced air traffic control systems. Social inequality could be exacerbated, as access to flight technology and training might not be universally affordable. This could create a divide between those who can fly and those who remain earthbound, leading to new forms of discrimination and social stratification. The ethical implications of human flight would need careful consideration. Issues related to privacy, security, and the potential for misuse of flight capabilities would need to be addressed. Imagine the challenges of law enforcement in a world where criminals can fly, or the implications for warfare when soldiers can take to the skies. The transition to an airborne society would require careful planning and a reassessment of our values and priorities. A balancing act, weighing the pros and cons of a world with wings. The possibility of human flight presents us with a tantalizing dilemma. On the one hand, it offers unparalleled freedom, the ability to explore our world and beyond, and the potential to reshape society in profound ways. On the other hand, it raises significant challenges related to safety, equality, and the environment. Ultimately, the question is not whether human flight is possible, but whether it is desirable. Can we harness this extraordinary capability responsibly, mitigating the risks while maximizing the benefits? Can we create a future where the skies are not a source of division or danger, but a shared space for exploration, connection, and wonder? The answers to these questions will determine whether human flight ushers in a new era of prosperity and progress, or exacerbates existing social and environmental problems. The choice, as with all transformative technologies, lies in our hands. Our future among the clouds, a vision of endless possibilities. The dream of human flight has captivated our imaginations for centuries. It represents freedom, adventure, and the boundless potential of human ingenuity. While significant challenges remain, the possibility of one day soaring through the skies is too alluring to ignore. Imagine a future where we live among the clouds, our cities transformed into breathtaking aerial landscapes. Picture a world where we can explore distant lands, experience the wonders of nature from a bird's-eye view, and connect with people from all corners of the globe with unprecedented ease. This is the future that awaits us if we dare to dream big and work together to overcome the challenges that lie ahead. Let us embrace the spirit of innovation and collaboration, guided by a deep respect for our planet and each other. Together, we can make the dream of human flight a reality, ushering in an era of unprecedented possibility and creating a future where the sky is truly the limit.